My name is David Hansen. I'm CEO of Hansen Robotics. We bring robots to life as animated characters with facial expressions, physical moving gestures, conversational interaction. They can look at you and be your friend. That's our goal. Professor Einstein is just the start.
The time's right now to make an educational consumer robot that is affordable, that everybody can have in the home, your own personal genius. You have cloud connectivity and this amazing software that we built on the smart device. He has natural language speech processing with the cloud. He can trigger activities on the iPad like videos and interactive games.
Let's get the brain firing.
We all know that the human beings learn better the more senses you open up in the human body. We have this visual communication between you and the robot. Then we have the auditory one. And then while you're using your finger with the iPad and interacting with him at the same time, it's opening up more areas of the brain. So you're much more adept to learn. One of the things that's really behind everything we've done with Einstein is edutainment, education and entertainment put into one. When he teaches you everything with science fact in a way that's digestible, very easy to understand. If you ask him what the weather is, he'll tell you the weather, but with a scientific fact.
Professor, what's the weather like in Charlotte?
Conditions in Charlotte are breezy. The current temperature outside is 70 degrees with a low of 41 degrees. By the way, not to put myself out of a job, but you can tell the temperature by counting the chirps of a cricket.
He's always trying to encourage you to learn, to reach, to grow. Just like the real Einstein, he explains everything in very simplistic terms. He walks like Einstein, talks like Einstein, has Einstein's facial emotions. Most of all, Einstein's personality.
Professor, have you heard any good jokes lately?
Stop me if you've heard this one. An ion meets an atom on the street and says he has lost an electron. The atom asks, "Are you sure?" The ion replies, "I am positive."
The technology is often now very cold and socially isolating. By bringing an animated character into our physical world, we're humanizing the technology instead of dehumanizing the humans.
Professor Einstein has an amazing set of facial expressions. He'll smile, he'll frown, he'll furrow his forehead, he'll stick his tongue out. It makes people want to interact with it. It makes people want to use it. It makes them feel friendly and comfortable, and especially when you're learning something. If you're learning something new, having an emotional connection with the robot is really important.
Tell me about the brain.
Now then, weighing in at 100 billion neurons, the human brain is pretty complex. Not bad for something that looks like a big wrinkly sponge.
It's hard to make animated characters. It's hard to make robots, and the two together require an extra push. And Kickstarter is the right community. We're crowdfunding Professor Einstein because we want to reach people who know, who care, who are like us, dreamers. And if you can get behind this task, then Hansen Robotics can change the world.
When my grandfather Nat founded the Tiffin Company, his philosophy was simple. Find out what the customer wants and give it to them. 2 years ago, we asked our engineers at Steadicam headquarters in Burbank to create the best electronic handheld stabilizer with no limitations. We took our Steadicam technology that's been used in Hollywood for the last 40 years and coupled it with Steve Wagner's genius software design. And by partnering with aerial drone manufacturer Unique, it allowed us to create the Steadicam Vault, the best electronic handheld stabilizer with no limitations.
The Steadicam Volt, like all its predecessors, is a expanded system with a center of gravity right at a gimbal. It accepts any phone, any case, that allows you to walk around, precisely frame the things that you want to see, and move the camera in the way that we're used to seeing on a feature film. It's an electronically gyro-augmented Steadicam for smartphones that weighs 1 pound with the inertia and the feel of a big 40-pound rig. Three-axis gimbals. They're not terrific at following action. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oop, there's a little lag there. The Steadicam Volt gives you stability and agility, and that's the key. The Volt effectively puts Steadicam technology in the palm of your hand.
Our mission has always been to help people create the world's greatest images. So back us today. We can't wait to see what you guys are going to create.
So we wanted to find a really easy way to disconnect from your phone more often. What we ended up building is a Bluetooth beacon, and that looks like a little cube that will sit in any room in your house. And when you're in that room, you cannot access your apps. Your phone will not have access to its apps. Basically, it works in conjunction with our Ransomly app. So in a way, you create a quiet space, a distraction-free space in your house where it is just people again. It's really great for something like the dining room table or your bedroom or study, really any place where you want to connect to the real people in your life or yourself. When you're friends with someone on the Ransomly app, you can block each other's apps and you can send quote-unquote a ransom note with that block. For example, my girlfriend will block my Facebook and Instagram, which a couple apps I really love, and she'll send a note that says something like, these are blocked until you do the dishes. And it's a super effective way to get me to do chores I don't like. But you can also send sweet notes. Sometimes the notes are like, these are blocked until you take a walk or you give me a kiss. So it becomes a reminder to check in with the people, the real people in my life that I love. To have a family room like I had when I was growing up, it used to be enough just to have 4 walls. Now, kids will walk into that family room with the whole world in their pocket. They're connected to all their friends, and all the information in the world is right there. If you really want to create a safe space for your kid and your family, then you do have to put up some digital walls. That's why we created Ransomly, to create these safe spaces, these distraction-free spaces, so families can reconnect.
This is Control, the robot. It has the same DNA as sophisticated $100,000 industrial robot arms, elegantly reduced down to desktop size, and made as affordable as a coffee machine. Now, anyone can own their own robot. Just plug in a laptop and take control. With a full range of articulation through 6 axes, Control's uses are as unlimited as your imagination. From teaching your children to code through play, to clever applications for small business, to science and education uses, Control the robot provides endless opportunities. It works right out of the box, and the completely open source interface means you can control it with your favourite programming language, or simple conversational text commands, or use physical manipulation to teach it repeatable tasks. You can also connect multiple arms to work together. End-of-arm tools are easy to change and will be available for endless uses, including grips, laser engravers, suction pads, spray nozzles, 3D printing and more. With a camera, Control can also find and recognise. All users will be able to write their own applications and share the code globally, creating a database of Control the Robot programs. From creating a miniature factory for your business, to raising the next generation of genius inventors, Control the Robot means anyone can now control a robot.
There are moments you want to cherish from your unique point of view. Moments you can't recreate. When you want to experience and capture the moment at the same time. When you need to unleash your camera and let it fly. Introducing Selfly, a smart autonomous flying camera that doubles as a 9mm thin phone case. It is with you at all times, ready to capture and share the perfect shot you could only dream of. Selfly takes off and hovers autonomously, operated in real time through your phone to catch the perfect shot you want. Selfly flies by itself like an invisible tripod, easily controlled by adjusting the frame with simple hand gestures. Selfly is a smart flying camera. Anything your smartphone is able to detect or process could be sent to control Selfly and enable incredible features like face and smile recognition, sweep panoramic, or even follow your movements. And of course you can share them instantly on all your social platforms. Selfly folds to a 9mm slim design thanks to the unique motor folding mechanism, so it can easily fit comfortably in your pocket. Selfly is your point of view from a new, exciting angle. Be the first to get Selfly by supporting us on Kickstarter.